thick of the pie, thick of the ply, thick of the bag. Meet them a bite, now listen no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and I'm way up and made it. The is mad. In them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Leopard! So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And now running right through it. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Perry in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Gone! 3rd and long, it's Darnold. The grab made by Kurz over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
319! 319!
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
258!
On play action, Rodgers looking deep for it. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers lets this one rip toward Green. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. Darius Stewart now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Darnold on first down. Walford's got it. Complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Crowell. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Crowell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jets. Football thus far. And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. They begin with a run by Crowell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. They'll run it again with Crowell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half. Dan, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it? No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run. Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half. off of play action. Darnold. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get.
Absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The six-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And that's going to make it fourth down. So we've hit halftime here at... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get... Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go again with Cannon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big conversion there on 3rd and 3. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Darnold from the red zone now. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Clive Walford, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Rodgers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's brought down. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain it.
And it'll be intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Leopard!
The pitch to Crowell. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Crowell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Back now here on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 34 yards there at a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And bulldozing his way through, chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Darnold now to throw, and his pass incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Sometime
in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Another shot from the one on goal. He's going to get it running right. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell taking it in. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rodgers will try again on second down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Darren Lee picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Darren Lee picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Inside. Hey, four down. 319. Go ahead, let's go, come on. Hey, check 26. Gun. Strong right.
Rodgers now on first down. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And some space here.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Darnold. And it's caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Clive Walford with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. To the air again, Darnold. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Blue 58!
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Again, it's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, come on.
Now Rodgers. He's got his targets come. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On second down, Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Go. 58.
Charles, we saw a lot of points